The story of Jack the Ripper has haunted London for over a century, a tale of shadow and fog. But tonight, we're not focusing on the killer. We're going to walk the cobblestone streets with his first victim, Mary Ann Nichols, known to her friends as Polly, and uncover the heartbreaking story of her final day on Earth, August 30th, 1888. It's a Thursday in London's East End, and Polly Nichols is trying to survive. At 43, life's been really rough for her. Separated from her husband and 5 kids, she's just scraping by, bouncing between workhouses and cheap places to stay in Whitechapel and Spitalfields. It's a tough grind, you know? Life on the streets is a constant struggle, but Polly is known for her clean appearance and quiet nature. She isn't a troublemaker. She's just a woman down on her luck, trying to earn a few pennies for a bed for the night. Her day likely began, like many others, with uncertainty. She would have left the grim walls of a workhouse, perhaps the one in Lambeth where she'd been staying, with the hope of earning what was called her dasa money, the 4 pence needed for a bed in a common lodging house. That morning she was seen in a pub on Brick Lane, a place buzzing with the noise of daily life. She was a familiar face in the area, a part of the fabric of this impoverished but resilient community. Later that afternoon, Polly was spotted walking down Whitechapel Road. Imagine the sights and sounds. The clatter of horse-drawn carts, the shouts of street vendors, the smell of coal smoke and fried fish hanging in the air. This was her world. She was trying to make ends meet, which for many women in her position meant resorting to the most dangerous work of all. Prostitution, it wasn't a choice, but a necessity for survival. As evening fell, the gas lamps cast long, flickering shadows across the narrow alleyways. Polly was seen again around 11 p.m. on Thrawl Street. She'd just left the Frying Pan pub. An acquaintance later said she seemed to have had a drink or two, but was by no means drunk. She was in good spirits, proudly showing off a new black bonnet she'd acquired. It was a small, simple pleasure in a life that had few. The clock ticked past midnight, and the date changed to August 31st. Just after midnight, Polly was seen by her friend Emily Holland. They met at the corner of Osborne Street and Whitechapel Road. Polly told Emily she'd already earned her DOS money 3 times over that day, but had spent it all on drink. Now, she had no place to sleep. She was heading out one more time, hoping to find a client. "I'll soon get my DOS money," she told Emily, gesturing to her new bonnet. "See what a jolly bonnet I've got now." Those are some of her last known words. At 1:20 a.m., she was turned away from her usual lodging house at 18 Thrawl Street because she didn't have the 4 pence for a bed. The deputy keeper told her to try her luck on the streets. She left, saying she'd be back soon. At 2:30 a.m., just an hour later, she was seen for the very last time by Emily Holland, who was on her way home. Polly was staggering along Whitechapel Road, appearing tired and drunk. Emily urged her to go home, but Polly just kept walking, disappearing into the darkness. At approximately 3:40 a.m., a cart driver named Charles Cross was walking to work down a dark, narrow street called Bucks Row. He saw a shape on the ground near a gateway. Thinking it was a drunk woman, he and another man who came along, Robert Paul, gently tried to rouse her. They lifted her head, then carefully laid her back down and continued on their way, deciding to alert the first policeman they saw. That policeman was Constable John Neal. When he arrived moments later and shone his lantern on the woman's face, he realized this was something far more sinister. He found Polly's throat had been brutally cut. It was a scene of unimaginable horror. The doctor who was called confirmed she had been dead for only a few minutes. Polly Nichols's death marked the beginning of the Autumn of Terror. Before she was just a headline or a statistic, she was a real person with a story. A mom, her daughter, and a woman showing off a stylish new hat together, and a flicker of hope, walking the unforgiving streets of London, just trying to find a safe place to sleep. Her story is a tragic reminder of the real human lives behind the sensational headlines. Thank you for joining us to remember her. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history's forgotten stories.